2015-16, Leicester City, led by Claudio Ranieri, stunned the world. The previous season, they were stuck in last place on match day 32, and only stayed up thanks to a miraculous comeback. The following year, they were given as favourites for relegation, and the odds for winning the league was some shocking 5,000 to 1. Some people even decided to bid on it. But football at times is so unpredictable, and Leicester City ended up winning the league, playing with a fast-flowing 4-4-2 that made great use of Shinji Okazaki and Jamie Vardy's runs forwards. What do those legendary players do now? In goal, there was Kasper Schmeichel, the son of Peter. He has since remained at Leicester and built his own legacy. His efforts and love for the club have paid off, as he is now part of a European challenging side, and even reached the quarter-finals of a World Cup with Denmark. Not the tallest goalkeeper, being 6'2", but great reflexes and sense of positioning, other than being an excellent penalty saver. He is now 34, and I'm sure that when he retires, he won't be remembered anymore as just the son of Peter. The defense was led by Robert Hood, who was a rock, and captain Wes Morgan. The former proved decisive with a brace against rivals Manchester City, and at 32 reached his peak in his second season at Leicester. He chose to retire after one more campaign, following his first Champions League experience in 11 years. Morgan instead is still in the team, although his playing time is reducing every season. He was never a Premier League defender until promotion with Leicester, where he also reached his career peak. Ranieri praised his solidity, strength and intelligence, as he will always have a place in the fans' heart at the point of retirement. Danny Simpson was the most used right-back, now a free agent at the age of 33, following 3 more seasons with the Foxes. Christian Fuchs also remained as left-back, as he's still at the team aged 34. The 4 starting midfielders took very different directions. Only Michael Brighton has remained. The left midfielder still enjoys regular playing time for the Foxes, and will surely leave an important legacy with over 200 appearances so far. Andy King was a regular substitute, and has since travelled the United Kingdom, playing for 4 different British teams since departing Leicester in 2018. Danny Drinkwater hasn't had much luck. The Englishman was one of the key players in the squad that Magic season, and success arguably couldn't have come without him. However, everything went downfall since then. After another positive season, Leicester City sold him to Chelsea for £37 million. Antonio Conte didn't use him much, however, and the following season with Sarri, he only got 1 appearance. Whilst he moved to Burnley, Aston Villa, back at Chelsea and now Turkey, he only got 7 appearances since 2018, an incredible decline for such an important player, who had also had a taste of the national team. N'Golo Kante was a top player. You must have heard of the Frenchman since. He's a very likeable character and the player that's always on the right place. His impressive running and chasing made him the player Antonio Conte dreamed of. The season after winning the league with Leicester, he was protagonist of Chelsea's league-winning season in 2017. He was player of the season, finishing in the top 10 for the Ballon d'Or 2 years in a row. His career since reflects why Leicester were able to win the league. They had a lot of quality. Youngsters Jeffrey Schlupp and Demarai Gray have moved on, the former going to Crystal Palace, whilst the second moved on to Bayer Leverkusen. Finally, Riyad Mahrez completed the midfield, although he took the freedom to play in an advanced position. The Algerian literally had a breakthrough season in 2016, scoring 17 goals and getting 10 assists. He was player of the season and remained 2 further years before Leicester gave up to Manchester City's intense requests. Mahrez hasn't been quite at the same level of that season again, but still is a great player. He's now getting back to his peak, particularly after 2019, where he finished in the top 10 of the Ballon d'Or and won the African Cup of Nations for Algeria. Shinji Okazaki partnered Vardy in attack. He didn't score as much as his colleague, but was crucial with his stylish style of play that allowed Vardy to run into spaces. He stayed for 3 further years before moving to Huesca in Spain's second division, gaining a promotion to La Liga. He also has 119 caps and 50 goals for Japan, and is slowly aging towards retirement. Jamie Vardy concludes this amazing team. In the following seasons, he has remained as a column for Leicester City, with Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher deeming him as the best signing in the history of football. After multiple seasons of scoring in double figures, Vardy became the oldest player to win the Premier League's Golden Boot with 23 goals, aged 33. Every season, it appears Vardy could decline, but he quickly shuts his criticisms. With 115 Premier League goals in 8 seasons, it's almost a shame he came to the scene so late. Some of those players have moved on to become real stars. Few have failed. Some ended their career with a glorious achievement. I would like to finish by mentioning the club president. Vijay Srivadhanaprabha sadly succumbed in a helicopter crash in 2018. The man that made everything possible by putting his trust into Claudio Ranieri, now manager of Sampdoria. He will be remembered with honor as the man that was behind one of football's greatest miracles.